Hey, Rock on Beer viewers, happy homebrew. I guess I'm going to release this on Wednesday, so I'll say happy homebrew Wednesday. This is not a Wednesday. I just need the bar. So you just shook a little bit. That was fun. It was a fun ride for both of us. I'm not going to stop though. Yeah. So I'm recording this. Last Wednesday, you got the brew day footage for the bitterish, the extra maybe not special bitter. And I only say that because it probably doesn't meet the actual requirements for a bitter or an ESB. So you saw the brew day last week. If you didn't watch that, you should watch that because I actually edited a video and I feel accomplished. It's baby steps back to the channel being cool again. I guess it was never really cool. Um, but I was gonna record the oh, you can kind of hear it. I was gonna record the tasting, and then that was gonna be this week's video. But my wife and I both had the flu this past week. Last week, yeah, last week. And I'm still kind of a little bit blah 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about. I have tried the beer. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I've been like waiting to drink it. It's drinking good, but it's super unclear. So maybe I'll give it another week to condition. You'll either see this week or you'll see it next week, and you don't know which week this is when I'm recording this. So what does it even freaking matter to you? I don't know why I'm even talking about this. Anyway, here's a glass. There is going to be a beer because I feel like so. This is the last beer from that D&D series that Dry and Bitter here in Denmark did, and this is Zothier. Look at that! Look at that person. No, I guess it's not a person. Look at that thing. That's a good looking thingamajig. Um, Yeah, so this is if you didn't read it, this is a spice stout. This is an orange, cinnamon, and vanilla imperial stout. Oh, no, I guess it's not an imperial stout. It's only 7.5%, so it's just a stout. Yeah, so I figured that like even with a little bit of my even while I'm still kind of recovering from the something like this, I should be able to taste it. I'm also about to go get a fire going outside, so this is gonna just gonna drink real nice next to a little fire. It's a nice day here in Denmark. It's actually there was a big storm Friday. Last was that a few days? I can't remember. What is this? Tuesday, Monday, or Sunday? I don't know. There was a storm, big storm, and now the weather's really clear after that. So gonna take advantage of that and do some stuff outside. But yeah, here's some Zothier. It's a lot of D&D stuff on the side. Not gonna bother. Not gonna read that to you. But there's the old one right there. Smells just very stouty. I don't know if that's just my recovering nasal passages not being at 100%. Oh, I get a little bit of spice. Yeah, there is kind of an orange peel in there. Yeah, yeah, all right, like chocolate orange, but like burnt chocolate orange. All right, burnt chocolate orange actually pretty much sums it up. That's that's different. I let it warm up a little longer than well, it's not going to stay warm because it's still pretty cold out. Or well, it's fridge temperatures outside. So, but I usually really like cinnamon and vanilla in a stout. I don't really like cinnamon in and of itself as a flavor, but in stout I usually like it. But here I feel like the orange really takes this one over. Makes it really bitter. Like it's got a real bitter orange taste to it, and there's none of that vanilla. There's no like sweetness to it. It's a very like dry stout, and that orange peel really is really bitter. Hmm. I'm gonna have to reflect on that one. I'm not sure. I'm not sold on it yet. What am I sold on though? I haven't brewed. I haven't brewed since the ESB. I've been meaning to, but this past weekend, oh crap! This past weekend, I was sick. A weekend before, my wife was really sick. So I was kind of I didn't get around. So I just kind of puttered around that weekend. Um, so yeah, I haven't gotten to brew anything. Probably on the docket. Well, actually, I have the recipes made for the next two brews. I'm gonna brew. I want to try keg fermenting. The keg's way over there, but I put together a keg fermenter. Which by put together a keg fermenter, I mean I made sure it had new posts on it, and I put a spunding valve on it. So now it's a keg fermenter. I want to try keg fermenting. I was. It's something my brother does it in the U.S. He's wild about it. He and his buddy brew up like big batches, and then they split it between them, and he does his in kegs, and seems to work out really great for him. And so it gives you the yeah, so you can pressure ferment that way, and like I've had nothing but trouble with the Firmzilla. I bought that to try pressure fermenting, and I've never gotten a really I don't know, the thing is a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. I've actually been contemplating getting rid of it, which people are offloading brewing stuff like crazy here in Denmark right now. So I'm actually keeping my eyes out for more kegs, because if the keg fermenting thing works out for me, I don't think I'll buy any more like stainless brew buckets or Firmzillas or anything. I'll just keep buying more kegs and making kegs in the fermenters, because I feel like now with the G40 with the Grainfather, I can really easily and really quickly do like 30 liters of a mid-strength beer, no sparge, and I can basically get two keg menters full of that, which means, that's if I put like 16, 17 liters of beer in them, then I get like 15 back. That's the majority of a keg. And then I think that'll be fine for me, because I'm already, I still have two beers on from like before summer, that I'm just slowly trickling out. One because it's crap, and the other one because it's half crap. But even if they weren't, I'd still probably be pretty slow on them. So that's my plan. The beer. The beer's going to be a black IPA. I've got a lot of hops that I'm trying to whittle down my hops. And I figure that if I make a black IPA, I don't really want to make like an IPA, because the hops are pretty old, and I love black IPAs, and two, if your black IPA doesn't really turn out, then you just got a pretty hoppy stout, which is also something I really like. So I'm gonna do like a dead simple black IPA. I think I'm gonna do kind of a series on, because I love black IPA. So I think I'm gonna do like, this one is just gonna be the absolute dead simple, basically base malt and carafa to make it black. And then we'll try and work out the best black IPA recipe. That's something I wanted to do for a while, so that I'd really like to do. And then after that, I want to brew a 30-liter batch, and I want to do dueling pseudo lagers. A Kolsch yeast in one, and the wow, what the crap? What's the fake yeast that's the pseudo lager yeast? Lutra. I got a thing of Lutra, and I got a thing of Kolsch yeast, and I want to do those completely together. Same wort, split them into two fermenters, pitch a yeast in each, get them on the same temperature, same brewing schedule, same lagering time, and everything, and then yeah, you guys know how two beers split batches work, and then see if I can tell the difference between them. I thought that would be kind of interesting, and I'll get two really nice, Kolsch-ish pseudo lagers. Well, one will actually be a Kolsch, and the other one will be I guess, a pseudo lager. Either way, the two, and then by the time they're done, we should be going into the warmer months when I want them. So, perfect. But actually, one of the things before I do any of that, let's give this one. Let's give this another try. Still not sold. So I bought this, and of course, you can't see what it is. I don't. Well, anyway, it's a suction hood, and so I did a lot of research on because if you remember from I don't know, did I show it in the brew day? I think I did. I mentioned it in the brew day. I think I mentioned it in another video, but it's basically, it rains in that side of the brew house when I get the G40 boiling, because of all the condensation. And I did some research on like electric like suction and air movement for a batch size that I would be doing normally, and the like wattage and stuff that I have, and the kind of the size of the brew house. And unfortunately, most of that research is from like American sites. So I had to do a lot of conversions, and I was looking at, and of course they have, in the US, you guys have access to, I mean, you can go down to the local hardware store and just pull like basically a jet engine off the shelf and pay, $12.63 for it, and then take it home, and it'll suck the enamel off your teeth. But here, those like industrial stuff, because I looked at doing like an industrial suction, building a hood myself and getting an industrial suction motor, and they're really expensive here. I looked in Germany too. They're a lot cheaper in Germany, but they were still pretty expensive. And then I feel like it's just overkill. I feel like my space is pretty compact, like compared to like a big garage or a big American style basement. So what I did is I got, there was a deal at IKEA, for just an over a stove mounted suction hood for putting over your stove. You know how those are. And it was was it 600 kroner, so it was less than 100. It was like $80, like 70 euro, and 70. No, that's anyway. It doesn't matter. You figure it out yourself. And it does a little over half of what the sites that I was doing the calculations on. It does about 55-60% of the suction. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. I've got them written down inside, and of course I didn't remember to bring those out with me. So if I remember, I'll put them down but then who cares? Anyway, I figured that this is turnkey. Basically, all I got to do is this mounts on the wall. It can mount under a cupboard, or it can mount directly to the wall. I'm going to mount it to the wall over the grain father at like a decent height over the grain father. Bought this piping, this conduiting. This is going to go up through the ceiling. It's going to connect to the, how these things work, right? Connect here, and then it's going to go up through the ceiling, across the attic, and then out the side of the brew house, so that I only have to bore holes through wood. I don't have to bore anything through brick, or bore anything through the roof tiles, which are asbestos. So I'm not gonna mess around with those. That's like high on the list of things that we need to get switched out, is the roof on this place, because it is it's from when you actually still used asbestos, which is inert when you're not drilling or anything in it. So that's not something I'm gonna mess around with. But so that's gonna do that. 50%, of the possible that I need is better than nothing. It's 50% more than what I have now. So I'm gonna see how that does, and also, I mean, the weather's getting nicer, so pretty soon I'm gonna be able to like open all the windows and get like a fan in and stuff too. So I think I think it's gonna be fine. It has a light on it too, so we're gonna get even more light. It's gonna be brighter than the surface of the sun in here when I got all of this shit going. Um, So yeah, that's has a couple other things I'm tinkering with, but we're already past 15 minutes where I try to keep these just bloggy ones. So cheers. Let me know if I'm an idiot for not buying the jet engine, um, or if you've got a good solution to that. And yeah, we'll see you. I'll be trying to brew next weekend. I really am. I really want to try and install this week sometime. Uh, and then because I want to brew next time I brew. I want to brew with that thing installed. So we'll see. I got to get some. All right, we're rambling now. We're really rambling. Cheers, guys. Zothier out.